Today, ladies and gentlemen, we had some technical issues. My voice was not coming up. So, welcome back to the show. It's still OK Stuff show brought to you by OK's Cryptocurrency Exchange. Today we are talking about application of blockchain in real estate. So, I have some guests who are joining me to talk about this topic. So, we'll be able to know how blockchain can play a role in the real estate sector. So, I have with me Ediomi Udo, who is the CEO of Sweet Universe, who is joining us to discuss the show. Wisani Halangwe, who is the Web3 NFT evangelist, will also be joining us shortly on this conversation. So I guess they are still trying to fix out their network over there. So let's just have some discussions around this. Application of blockchain in real estate. So we are looking at how can blockchain play a role to see metaverse and everything, NFTs are moving. So many real estate companies are looking towards metaverse. They are looking towards how they can use blockchain technology to enhance its sector. So you know how we did on this show. We also have a segment where our audience will be able to ask questions. So, do you have questions about this interesting topic? To do well to be able to gather your questions and everything. So, you can also follow OKS on their social media handle, Twitter and Telegram at OKS Africa. So, you'll be able to know what is happening in OKS, to what is the latest about OKS, and also what is happening in the industry. So we'll be waiting for our guests. While we wait for them, we'll go for a very short break. When we return, we'll continue with the conversation. We'll be right back. Change live on Coin News Extra TV. So today we're talking about the application of blockchain in the real estate sector, which is an interesting conversation. So we have two guests who are joining us with Inspired. So unfortunately, we're still trying to get them across, get them on the show, but it's like they are having some technical challenges over there. So we monitor the situation and see because this is a very interesting conversation. We're looking at what are major challenges. These are things we wanted to look at. What are the major challenges facing the real estate sector? So we want to be able to look at those challenges that are facing real estate. So I will be able to what are some of the approaches that have been taken to solve those challenges? These are highlights of things we want to be able to discuss on the show. So what are some approaches that have been made uh, to solve or to overcome these challenges facing the real estate sector? So we can be able to look at, so what are some of those use cases, blockchain use cases in the real estate sector? So these are things in the real estate sector. So we can also look at major areas that blockchain can be applied. So what are we been able to, when we discover these challenges that this sector is facing, then we'll be able to look at what are some of the strategic places that we need to apply blockchain in the real estate sector. So another interesting aspect of this discussion is metaverse and real estate. So we're going to be looking at, a lot of real estate activities are happening in the metaverse. People buying land, offices, houses, and a lot of things, NFTs on metaverse. So, what are some of the economic and innovative opportunities for real estate in the metaverse ecosystem? So, these I would have as we wait to the arrival of our guests. So, we're able to look at this particular points is what we will look at critically to see what are those economic opportunities and innovative opportunities for real estate in the blockchain ecosystem and in the metaverse. What are some ways you are making to understand? We want to be able to see, okay, what are some ways apart from blockchain real estate? We also look at what are some ways blockchain is also making impacts. So we want to be able away a little bit away from the core topic. We'll look at what are other ways blockchain is really making impact. We could see in the area of finance, we could see cryptocurrencies, we could see away from the finance sector. We could also look at the transport sector, political sector, that's the electoral system. A lot of them, blockchain cut across different sectors, even our educational sector. So these are things that we are able to look at on the course of this conversation. What ways real estate players and companies, what are we want to be able to look at? What steps are they going to be able to take to be able to migrate? So you maybe in real estate ecosystem, I don't really know, understand how can I really apply blockchain, or even if I have known how to apply blockchain or get on the metaverse, what are the steps that I need to take on boarding my business into the metaverse, into the blockchain ecosystem? How can I really, as a real estate company or a real estate industry player, how can I really embrace blockchain, enhancing what I'm really doing? So these are things we want to be able to discuss at the course of the show, and also get some questions from our audience. So we really like to get your contributions. So because this is a discussion, so not only getting some contributions from our guests, we also get contributions from you guys in the form of questions or some suggestions or contribution to the discussion. So there are things you feel we have left out in the discussion. There are things we should that should be added in the discussion. Some insights that you have, we also bring it on the show as well. So we'll be able to, look at how is the future of real estate going to be with the application of blockchain technology? Are we still going to be seeing the same thing? Do you think that all these blockchain stuffs, metaverse, is going to be the bubble that's going to pause very soon? Are we going to see a bright future for real estate with the application of blockchain technology? The way we could see the internet really change things that we do these days. It has really stood the test of time. So is blockchain really going to last in the real estate ecosystem? These are things we're going to be able to discuss in the course of this show. So, very interesting. It's like I have our guest here. Um, Udo, can you hear me? Udo, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, you're welcome to the show. Could you adjust your video? Can you rotate your camera so that it will be on a landscape mode? Your video is upside down or is slanted. Can you hear me? I guess Odor is really having some network issues over there. I believe he's trying to resolve that. Whilst we wait for him to resolve those network or technical issues, these are the discussions I want to be able to see. Are we going to see a bright future for the real estate sector? From my own point of view, if I want to look at some of these points that I really mentioned, so when we talk about real estate, I will start with some of those major challenges facing the real estate sector. So when you talk about real estate, some of the challenges that are really facing, you see that over here, I will use Africa as a case study. We see when it comes to land and registry and all the rest of them, there are issues of data. We don't really have much database over here in Africa. These are the issues, you could say, the issue of real ownership of land. You don't actually know a property or anything that you are acquiring. In the real estate sector, you don't actually know if the person making those transactions is actually who he said or she said he is, especially knowing the actual owner. So I believe that's a very major challenge for those have really brought about scam in the real estate sector because you could see a particular property being sold over and over and over. A particular property could be sold to different individuals, one property, and you see those are challenges. So we believe that these are ways, those challenges are a major challenge. This particular one is a major challenge when it comes to the real estate sector. So we want to be able to have a system where we be able to have data, transparent data, please. If you look at this challenge now, so when you look at blockchain coming in here, so blockchain, because of its transparent nature, will be able to, when you store those records, so Ministry of Land could be able to store the records of land. So you don't need to start asking questions and all the rest of them if you want to acquire a property because it's already recorded on the blockchain network, which is transparent. So you could be able to hash it and be able to see the actual owner. So you know the way it happens on the real estate on the metaverse. So if ownership, we will also do those transfer of the keys and all the rest of them on the blockchain network. So the approach we see, or if you want to talk about some of the different approaches that have been taken to solving these problems, I don't think enough approach has been made, most especially the real estate industry players. They don't really, innovation is better that the innovation is ahead of regulators or government. So I believe most major real estate industry players they are sitting behind and also waiting for regulations around the blockchain sector. So these are things that are really affecting uh, this real estate. I know they are waiting for regulations, but it's a very good one that these industry players could move ahead of regulators. So regulation will be catching up. The regulators will be finding a way to regulate. So because we see opportunities there when it comes to blockchain. When you're on board on the blockchain, you could tokenize different assets. And so you could tokenize your estates and your properties. Those are things we feel. So I believe the approach that has been taken now is not quite adequate. So we need adequate approach, adequate, these industry players should take adequate steps. Even the government also, government plays a major role to also come up with. I know there are no clear regulations around the blockchain and cryptocurrencies. So those are things hampering the mass adoption of blockchain, most especially in the real estate sector. So if you talk about use cases for blockchain technology, in the real estate sector. You could also see that you could tokenize, blockchain that you tokenize is actually like some of the advantages. So you could tokenize properties and also use cases in land registry, like I mentioned earlier. So let's look at major areas blockchain could be applied in the real estate. So it's just like the first one also major areas you could see when it comes to that was what I mentioned earlier, land registry, documentation and property ownership. So let's look at metaverse and real estate. I'm trying to wrap it up and round up with the discussion. So we look at metaverse and real estate. What are some economic and innovative opportunities for real estate in the metaverse? A lot of them, they are numerous. You see a lot of real estate companies going into blockchain and they are doing very well. So being able to tokenize, you also tokenize your assets. You could tokenize your real estate properties and everything. And also, you could also migrate to the metaverse. So you could also create a metaverse. A lot of things are happening there. Those are opportunities. So people are not selling properties on the metaverse, no longer physical properties. No, people are renting out properties on the metaverse. People are having gathering, partying on the metaverse. So those are things that we'll be able to see. Those are the advantages of this ecosystem. So I really love blockchain technology, what it's really doing. And also, I will also let you know that there are numerous opportunities for real estate industry players in the blockchain sector. So this is OKS Talks brought to you by OKS Cryptocurrency Exchange live on CoinUse Extra TV. So we are talking about application of blockchain in real estate sector. So very interesting conversation. We are waiting for our guests and time I've been able to guide us through. We have our guests who are supposed to join us. Idiom Udo has been joining and maybe is having some technical issues. Who is the CEO of Suit Universe and also Wasani Alangwen, who is a Web3 and NFT evangelist. So I could see that Idiomi Udo is with us. Can you hear me, Idiomi? Can you hear me, please? See if your mic is on mute. I guess he's still trying to get himself sorted out. So we'll have to continue with the conversation. You see, let's talk about real estate players migrating or implementing blockchain technology. So I know this is a very critical question. So because it's not easy to migrate, actually, not everyone, people read about blockchain, they read about blockchain, and they are looking for how can I migrate. It's a new industry, the blockchain sector. So a lot of people don't really know how they're going to migrate to this new ecosystem. So it's a very good one. You could also start gradually. It's a gradual process, getting to get more knowledge. The best thing is getting more knowledge, get to understand the blockchain ecosystem, get to attend some seminars, you can even get a consultant who could also guide you through. It is important that you have the knowledge. I believe that proper education is the key to mass blockchain adoption. So it's about getting there are a lot of educational materials out there that you can also try to grab. Also, you can also, that's why we are telling you, can also follow OKS Africa, Twitter and Telegram at OKS Africa to catch up. And also, we are here for you, CoinUse Extra TV. We have everything you need for your blockchain, cryptocurrency, and fintech information updates. So we get everything real-time information. We are a 247 live broadcasting TV for blockchain, crypto, and fintech. So whatever you need, you can also reach out to us. Those are some ways you can also get started. Education is the key, very vital for the migration to this unique ecosystem. So talking about the future, we want to talk about the future of real estate with blockchain. I must say that the future is very bright and is near. So the future is near. So you're going to be able to understand that whether you accept blockchain or not, it's going to be taking over, just like the internet. Everything is on the internet. Almost everything is on the internet. One cannot really do some things, many things, if not all, without the blockchain. You see everything without internet. So that's the situation is going to be. It's the same case. It's fate for blockchain too. There's a lot of things blockchain cut across different sectors, and there is a bright future for real estate when blockchain is really integrated into this ecosystem. So these are brief discussions around this particular topic, application of blockchain in the real estate sector. So I know this is a very interesting topic. I just highlighted some of the points here. This topic will also revisit this topic with some guests who will have throwing more light, in-depth analysis about this particular topic. So those are things we are going to be discussing. So so you know what we're going to be doing? We're going to be coming up with this topic maybe sometime soon. So we'll be able to understand it because I really like this topic. Real estate is a very vital ecosystem. So I don't know if there are some questions. But I don't think I'm going to be taking some questions from our audience. So, but if you have questions, please. Uh, let me see. There's one question here from Shakpek. Abeg, is there a way to apply this blockchain in real estate in house renting to avoid agents from killing us? Yes, I believe so. I would have loved someone with that is in this ecosystem, like in the real estate sector, to be able to answer this question because you're going to be answering it more insights and showing more like because I could see if this person is talking especially in Nigeria talking about the agent fee and all the rest of them. You know, this is what we are looking at when it comes to blockchain. There's what we call smart contracts. So smart contracts eliminates it's just like a middleman. You know, the agents are like the middleman. So smart contract is a code. So by just connecting our agreement between the two parties, they'll be able to know the way forward. So smart contract, there are many ways that to be implemented, the agents and all the rest of them. So where you don't need an agent to be able to be the middleman, smart contract will play a role on that. So these are things that we'll be able to discuss. So I don't think our guest Jeremy is trying to hook up it. He's now coming. So thank you very much. We'll be revisiting this particular topic later on. So thank you very much for joining us. I believe you have really learned a lot with this explanations that I did. So application of blockchain in the real estate sector, I must really appreciate. So if you have questions, further questions, around this topic, do where to send it across to us. You can follow Coinbase Extra TV on our handles, across all our social media handles at CNTV1. Also, you can follow OKS Africa, Telegram, and Twitter at OKS Africa to drop your questions and also ask more questions about the industry. So this show is OKS Talks. Once again, it's brought to you by OKS Cryptocurrency Exchange live on Coinbase Extra TV. So this show comes your way every Saturday, 8 p.m. West African time, live on Coinbase Extra, courtesy of OKS Cryptocurrency Exchange. So we'll be coming your way again next week, same time, same station, with an interesting and amazing topic and also guests that will be joining. Well, I believe the next week, surely there will be no challenges or technical issues, most especially from our guests. We're going to be getting those sorted out. Sorry for the inconveniences and thank you for your time. See you next week. I'm your anchor, Sugar. See you next week. Bye for now.